Hey guys, it's me, 80s from 4. So today we're gonna be go ahead and start and discussing about um, the Europa League and the Conference League match reactions. Of course, I have a special guest with me, T2Ness, and we'll also discuss about other games that happened yesterday. We even had the CONCACAF Champions League final yesterday, first leg, which I find it dumb. Why
I
did
saw
they
that.
do home and like? Why did they do final two legs? I find that to be stupid. But anyways, we're going to discuss about it briefly. And obviously, we got Manchester United, Chelsea. That also just happened. And we could also discuss a bit about Syria as well, and maybe a bit of the big weekend games. So, but obviously, first we're going to start with the Europa League and Conference League one. Let's start with the which one should we start? Let's start with the Europa League one first, I guess.
Okay.
First game we have here. Let me go and share my screen. And by the way, guys, like I said, guys, you guys know I've been kind of busy with exams and everything like that, so I don't really plan to go on here for a long time. So my goal for today is to try to get this done within 30 to 40 minutes. So, let's start with the first game. We got Rangers 1. Leipzig 1, Rangers 0. And wow, I'm a bit surprised how I expected Rangers. I expected Leipzig to win this a lot more convincingly. I thought this would be a lot more open game, but turns out it was a very nervy game. And Leipzig, they definitely made hard work of the win. So, I think, because this team, like I said, guys, they were completely bad. I mean, that first half of the season, they were dreadful under Jesse Marsch in the Champions League. I mean, they even lost at home, guys, to Club Brugge. I mean, that's kind of sad. I know Club Brugge is a decent team, but come on, you can't lose at home to Club
Also,
Brugge.
also, like the goal Angelino got, it wasn't even like it was a screamer. That's the thing. Like it took a screamer for Leipzig to beat the Rangers.
Yeah, and so as I said, I'm assuming Rangers probably defended very well, made it very valiantly, and you could see by stats wise.
Also, that was Angelino's first goal in the Europa League this season.
Wow, incredible, dude. This guy is a very underrated player, in my feeling. He's been incredible at Leipzig, and I think you got to give credit to what
I
Tetsko
only
and
have bad memories of him.
I know as a United fan, it must pain you. But anyways, back to this. As I said, Leipzig, they definitely made hard work of the win. And Rangers had some few players out. Alfred Morelos, he's one of their best players. He didn't play in this game. Hagid is also a decent player. Kemmer Roof is also important for them. And Aaron Ramsey as well is interesting there. So, but as for Rangers, as I said, it seemed like to me they wanted to get a draw from this game, which was, I believe, their clear main intention. Obviously, man to man, they don't really have that team that.
I mean, they were at home, so it made but like they were away, so it made sense.
Yeah, it's understandable, and obviously, when you're playing for a draw, you tend to be more defensive. You don't tend to like go
of course.
attack wise. So, it's a kind of disappointing on that part. But as I said, man, for Leipzig, I think they deserve the win. Stats wise, they looked pretty solid. 10 shots, two big chances missed, and two big chances
70% possession.
Yeah, 70%. And for Leipzig, though, they had some players suspended for this game. I completely forgot Kevin Campbell was suspended, Orban suspended, and Mohamed Simikin suspended. So that's interesting. I believe all were through yellow card accumulation. So they'll probably be back for the second leg, I imagine. And obviously, Haidara is also out through injury. And yeah, man, as I said, they got the win, and very, very important, man. Very huge win indeed. And I think one center back that people need to discuss more about, and I think he's been very underrated, is Gabriel, man. This guy has been fantastic. I think he's been one of their. He's a good signing. Yeah, and I think he's from Croatia. I think that's his national team.
Yeah, yes.
And it's a very underrated player. I feel like no one really talks about him, and I feel like he's been one of the best players they've had on the team.
Bruce good players, Croatia.
Yeah, Leimer is also, I think, very important too. And yeah, like I said, my big issue with them is that I feel like they're too reliant on Nkunku. That's my big issue with them.
Yeah.
And that I feel like when Nkunku, like if Nkunku doesn't really deliver, it's hard for me to see the other players stepping up. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's my big issue with this team. But other than that, though, I think they're very well balanced. Defensive, I think they're pretty solid. Midfield wise, I think they have a solid midfield.
But that's kind of always been Leipzig. They've always relied on one of their on a player for goal scoring. Like it used to be Werner, but then it was Silva, and this season it's been Nkunku.
Yeah, and then you saw Poulsen, man, dude. Poulsen, dude, this guy's finishing is bad. I'm sorry, this guy's finishing is awful.
Anyways,
yeah, Chobazai is also pretty decent too. To be fair, I do read, but yeah, Olmo, man, he's just not. He's just not that it, man. I think almost decent, but I don't think he's that next level. And I think for me,
Mm,
we saw in the Euros that he wasn't really that amazing in,
yeah.
you know. So, but yeah, as I said, I think Leipzig deserved the win, and they got the big win. So let's see who got that assist there for
Mm.
the Angelino. Oh wow, no, well,
Yeah, it was a volley.
oh volley, wow, interesting. So no one got the assist there, it seems. So corner is cleared away by Sakala at the near post, but he doesn't get a lot of the distance. A header, Angelo runs onto it, puts his lace through into the volley. He cuts it through the crowd. McGregor sees the late and nestles in the bottom corner. 1-0 Leipzig. So wow. Great. Let me see how many saves McGregor made on the day. He made 3 saves on the day, and Gulashi he made 1 save on the day. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for that game. Let me see some of the comments. So Morales is out for the season. Oh dang, that's a huge blow. Yeah, I think I read somewhere that he's out for the season. So that's a huge injury. And we got to talk about this guy, man. James Tavernier, man. This guy's been fantastic.
Oh,
I can't believe the amount of goals and assists he's getting, man. Especially the goals, man. That's a right back, man. That's incredible. We know right backs traditionally don't get a lot of goals, and that for him to get a lot of goals is incredible. I know people will say it's the Scottish league and everything like that, but still, man, like you don't see many players do it. Like there's a reason why it's rare, so you gotta
yeah.
appreciate, man. So yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for this game. Not really much else to discuss here. Man of the match, best player according to Football for this game was Joe Rebo. I believe he plays for Nigeria, I think, right?
No,
So
Reba, yeah.
yeah, and then for Leipzig, they say Gabriel was the best player. So I guess we should move on to the next game. And yeah, I think it's fair to say that Leipzig are in a good position, 1-0 up in aggregate. But the second leg in Scotland will be interesting to Rangers, but they will have some key players back, as I said. They'll have Campo back, who I think is important. Willie Orban, I think, has been one of the most experienced center backs, and Mohamed Senecan. So I think those 2 players, Kevin Campo, Orban, will be huge players to have back for the second leg. And I still expect Leipzig to make it through, and they'll be in the Europa League final, in my opinion. So let's move on to the next game. Where's the next game we have here? So next game we have, it is West Ham 1, Frankfurt 2. Wow. Another surprise, man. Frankfurt, man, I still can't believe they won this game. I'm still surprised, and yeah, I'll let you start for this one. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I thought West Ham would win, and I thought after Antonio scored, I thought they would use their momentum and go on and win the game. Apparently, there was some controversy for Frankfurt's second goal. Apparently, a lot of people thought it was offside, but VAR thought it was fine. Kamada with the goal. It was it's interesting. Japanese he scored, and yeah, I mean, if I'm looking for stats here, Frankfurt, it was a very even game. Frankfurt had 46% possession, while West Ham had 53% possession. So it was a very even game. West Ham hit the post as well towards the end with Bowen. So yeah, I think it could have gone to West Ham's way, but it didn't. So yeah, they're gonna have to fight it out now at Frankfurt's home ground. And I mean, Frankfurt had 10,000 fans away. So imagine how many fans they'll have at home.
Oh yeah, dude, we got to talk about this, and it's not even the first time they did this. Obviously, if you guys know, in the previous round against my team, Barcelona, they had that stadium was like full of Frankfurt fans. It was almost like and so if they could do it at the Camp Nou, I guess they'll do it in the London Stadium too. I even heard a few seasons ago. I think Eintracht Frankfurt had a lot of fans in the Emirates Stadium. I heard on the group stage, I think. So I'm not completely sure about that, but that's what I heard. So take it for what you will. But you can see how the passionate the fans are. And as for West Ham, man, this is disappointing. I expected this a little bit better for them. Noif scoring the header, and then what a goal that was from Antonio. And then Kamada, man. Kamada, I feel like, is one of the more underrated players. This guy is a fantastic player, man. I've used him in my career mode, and he's a good player, man. And I think Frankfurt's an underrated team. I think people need to respect what Eintracht Frankfurt's been doing, man. And they're a very underrated team, in my opinion. And also, dude, we got to talk about this guy. This guy, Noif, has been really amazing. I think this is one of the more hidden gems because I think he scored against Barcelona in the previous round at home. And I think this is a player that people need to discuss about because he was fantastic. I remember he was really good, and obviously Kamada as well. Kamada is there, and Kostic, man. I think Kostic is a good player now. Yeah, man. So as you guys can see, Eintracht Frankfurt had Indika suspended because he picked up the red card against Barcelona. So I think he'll be actually out for 2 games. I think. So no, actually, is it 1 game? Let me see. Oh no, I think it's just 1 game because Tuta's back. He was suspended for the second leg. So Yeah, and then Christian Jakic was also suspended as well. So, yeah, as for West Ham, man, I kind of expected more from them. Antonio scoring the goal and Zuma getting the assist, and yeah, I think for West Ham, man, I just think that this was a bridge too far. And stats wise, looked a pretty even game. You could see West Ham; they probably created the more quality chances, more efforts, but obviously quality prevails in the day. And I think Frankfurt had the more clear cut opportunities. But as you did say, the second goal was a bit controversial. I didn't see the second goal myself personally, so I can't really comment too much about it. But you did say, it did. I did see an article that the second goal probably maybe should have been ruled off because for offside. But yeah, let's talk about the goals briefly, real quick. So the first goal came in the first minute of the game. The visitors take the lead in the first minute as North Costa in the back post to plant a header past Ariel. Board does brilliantly first final third to arc a cross into the box, and for the left playing Neuf gambles and raids past Fornells to nod his effort into the top left corner. London Stadium is stunned, and Bora got the assist there. Then wow, Jared Bowen, man, he had a huge chance. The 14 minute hit the post, man, hit the post, dang. Um, and then West Ham equalized through Mikel Antonio. Hammers not to equalize this. Antonio steals home from a strike from close range. Lanzini delivers a fine cross in the box from a free kick that Zuma attacked. He nails the ball across the face of goal when Antonio is in the right place to guide a right-footed strike past Trap, and then Zuma gets an assist there. And yeah, and then the second goal was from Kamada. As I said, the German Alpha regained the lead as Kamada turns home a rebound from 6 yards, so opens up the West Ham defense as he plays 1-2 with Lindstrom to advance into the left inside left channel. The midfielder tries to place his effort in the corner, but Arlen makes a stop. However, he rebounds. The rebound falls to Kamada, who finds him now with a left-footed finish. Yeah, rebound goals, man. It's very annoying to play. It's very, very annoying. I trust me, man. I know. Yeah, you can't really do much about it. And yeah, let me see some of the comments. So Krubo said hi, hello, and Sebastian hi. Great play by Frankfurt in the second goal. Yeah, that was a great play there. And hi. So Frankfurt, man, as I said, they're a decent team, man. A decent team indeed. And I feel like it's a team that people should discuss about because, as I said, guys, people don't know this. They actually beat Bayern at the Allianz Arena. They actually beat them in the Bayern Stadium. Many teams cannot say they beat Bayern at their stadium, man. Even Barcelona, I don't know if you guys know this, Barcelona never beat Bayern at the Allianz Arena, which is incredible. So, if for a team to do that, man, it's incredible. And I think Kevin Trapp's a very good goalkeeper. And the Kamada, as I said, is good. Roy, Soy, Kostic, Torre. I think this guy's also really under it. Almane Torre as well. Hitchinger is also decent as well. And yeah, man, for Frankfurt, man, to get a win at London is incredible, man. And now they'll play at home in the second leg. West Ham, man, it's gonna be hard for West Ham. I don't think West Ham is completely out of this though. I think they can still get something from the second leg, but they have to win it, man. They have to win it. And obviously their main intentions will be playing in the they'll probably rest players.
Also, one player who I think's been pretty underwhelming. I think Vlasic has been pretty underwhelming for West Ham this season.
Ooh, wait, which player again?
Vlasic.
Oh, I see. Where is he on here?
Nikola Vlasic. Oh, he was on the bench, I believe.
Oh, I see. Okay. He's been underwhelming, but yeah, for West Ham, man, I still think it's gonna be tough though because they have a game against Arsenal, but I don't know how much they'll take that game seriously because obviously,
I think I mean they might have to because like if they lose the Europa League, they have no hope of getting into the Champions League.
That's true, and they need European football too, right? But they'll be they're seventh right now, I think, in the table, right?
But they're not. I think that's sixth actually. So I think they'll at least be in the Conference League.
Okay. So yeah, definitely. And I think West Ham will obviously want to play in the Champions League, but this is still incredible though. In the first season, especially to beat Sevilla, man, that was already impressive in itself. Like I still can't believe they beat Sevilla, man. I still can't believe it because you know how good that team is in Europa League. We know how much they crave this competition. And for them to do that, and then I don't know if you saw in the previous round, they smashed Lyon away from home.
Yeah.
They actually got a draw, I believe, at home against Lyon, and they smashed them in France, man. That's incredible. So who knows, man? Maybe West Ham.
If they could smash Lyon away, then they could turn up against Frankfurt away.
Yeah, that's true. But I will say though, I think Frankfurt is a better team than Lyon, so it won't be that straightforward. But who knows? They very well could. But as I said, for West Ham, for me, the key for them to come back in this tie is they have to score first. They have to score first in Germany, because if they don't score first, I see it very difficult. And We'll see though, because I want West Ham in the final, man. It would be a crazy final. And also, here's another thing. No disrespect to Frankfurt, but I don't want to. I don't like to see two teams from the same country playing a final. I'm sorry, it's not that exciting, in my opinion. Nothing against Frankfurt, but it's just that it's just not the best thing to do. It's just not personally entertaining for me. You like to see different teams play against each other. But
Yeah, that's to
I
be
mean,
yeah, that's to be.
Leipzig Frankfurt final will be interesting as well. But my point here is that I feel like West Ham Leipzig just more. It just be a lot better in my opinion. So
Mm.
yeah, let me see some of the comments. Zuma assist. Yes, he got the assist. I know it's really weird.
It was because it was from a set piece. Zuma got his head on it, and then it was a tap in for Antonio.
Yeah. Frankfurt and Mönchengladbach love winning against Bayern. Oh yeah, Gladbach also won against Bayern as
Oh
well.
yeah, 5-0.
Yeah, and not even just the 5-0. They won at Bayern Stadium too this season, I think too. So it's incredible. Oliver Glasner underrated. Why did Wolves sack him? I don't know. Yeah, it's really weird because last season the Bundesliga managers, like so many of them changed. Like I think the Frankfurt manager left, Dortmund manager left, Gladbach manager left. Like it was a whole crazy. And Bayern manager left too.
Nagelsmann left Leipzig.
Yeah, and then obviously which other manager? I can't remember all the managers' name, but Frankfurt and then Dortmund. They got who they got the
I think
Gladbach
Rose.
coach, I think. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like I don't know, like it's like I don't think like that's so weird. Like imagine leaving your team only to go to another team still in the same league, like and still like a kind of a top team. It's just really weird. I don't think we see. It's not really common to see that in other leagues. Frankfurt won without Indika as well. Yeah, Indika's I think is also underrated. He's a good center back in my opinion. But yeah, let's look at stats wise real quick. As I said, this was a good, interesting game. And the thing about love
Frankfurt
about
also fun fact as well. Like they're only ninth in the Bundesliga.
yes, yeah, this season was really off for them. But as I said though, against the big teams, they've really stepped up. And imagine, man, imagine they win the Europa League, man. How crazy would that be? That would be insane. Yeah, yeah, because I don't. It's been a long time since Frankfurt's been in the Champions League. I think I don't remember the last time they've been in the Champions League. It's been a while since we've seen them.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, so it'd be crazy indeed. So we'll see what happens, and obviously we'll see if West Ham can make the comeback. They did have two players missing for this game: Issa Diop and Angelo Ogbono. Both of those players are for the season, man. I know. Wow, man. Interesting there. Ben Rama came on, and he had a good impact to the according to the stats here. So David Moyes and Oliver Glasner, man, gets a win. Now, yeah, I also agree. I think Oliver Glasner is an underrated manager. What he's doing with the Frankfurt team has been phenomenal. So let's move on to the Conference League games now, shall we? Let's start with the Feyenoord 3, Marseille 2. Guys, Feyenoord, they love to score. They're such a high-scoring team, man. They're such a high-scoring team.
I thought Marseille would win, let's be honest.
Yeah, I thought I think I had this game as a draw. But yeah, it was a close game. And Feyenoord, man, what they did. As I said, man, this guy is underrated, man. People need to discuss about him. Louis Sensatari, he's 22 years old. He's got amazing stats in the Eredivisie. Dude, I think a big team should pick him up. I think a big team should try to get him this summer because I think he's been very, very underrated. He's been fantastic in my opinion. You got Dessers as well, who was good on today. He was on loan. They got Nelson as well, man. Dude, Feyenoord are some decent players, man. And the thing I hate about the thing is kind of annoying is that people talk about Eredivisie, they only talk about Ajax. They only think, oh, Ajax have good players. The rest of the teams don't. I know PSV and Feyenoord obviously don't have the same kind of players as Ajax do, but they still have some decent players.
Yeah,
It's not as if, obviously I know Ajax is the best, but I'm not saying like they also have good players too. So let's not disrespect.
Jaap Stam and Jason Park came from PSV, so
yeah. So who's the player? I forgot his name. Ronaldo R9. I think he played for PSV too. I think right.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
So let's not disrespect. We got to respect Feyenoord and PSV.
Mario also, I think he played for PSV.
Yeah. And I know PSV is not in this stage. I know they got eliminated by Leicester, but Feyenoord is still a good team too. So the first goal came from Dessers. First minute, 18th minute of the game, Louis Sensatari got the assist there. Second goal came in from a quick succession, Sensatari, Reece Nelson, and then Bambu scored 28th minute, and then Gerson scored 40th minute, and Dessers scored 3-2, and the game kind of died off from there, goal scoring wise. And so Yeah, and one player I think is really underrated. People need to discuss is Kamara, man. Dude, Kamara,
Kamara,
man.
yeah. So like, in January, like Marseille offered him to United for like 5 million, but for some reason we said no. Uh,
Oh yeah, it's really weird, man. Not
and
sure
he's
why,
free
man.
in the summer as well. He's free in the summer. He's free.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe it, man. Why is no one like this is a huge steal player. Like this is a great CDM, man. I mean, for what he's doing
Because
at
like
Marseille.
even if he flops, you'll make money off him. Even if he
Exactly.
flops.
He's only 22 years old, man. And he's a great player. He's so important to Marseille, man. He's such an important player. Then Guendouzi as well, decent player, man. He's on loan. Then
Is he
Gerson,
on loan from? Wait, is he permanently there or on loan from Arsenal?
it says on loan. I think he's on loan from Arsenal, right?
Okay.
I believe so. You guys can correct me in the comment section, but I believe he's from Arsenal. That's his parent club. Dude, Garrison, I think, is also underrated. 24 years old, got a goal in the day. And then Payet, man. Dimitri Payet, man, has been one of the best players, I feel like, for Marseille this season. He's got some insane stats. There's even
Imagine
like
if he, imagine if he stayed at imagine prime Payet in West Ham team right now. That'd be interesting.
yeah, and dude, I even saw like there's a GIF I think I saw like on Discord or something. Like even like he got like this. He even like I think like he kind of made Messi look like a fool out there. There's like a clip of him like that's crazy. I'll try to show you later. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Like Dimitri Payet, man, very underrated player in my opinion. Former West Ham player, and the Dieng scoring there as well. Incredible, man. Mandanda as well. Bakumbu as well. This is a decent player, man. And so, like I said, man, Marseille got some decent players. I don't think Marseille should be too frustrated with this result. I still do think Marseille in a pretty good position because scoring 2 away from home is pretty good. They're
Yeah.
going to play in the home in the second leg, but obviously they have to win the game at home. And it's kind
Yeah.
of a shame that away goals don't
Also,
count.
I saw something that the Champions League might try to change the rules, and the semifinals might only have one leg with neutral
Oh man,
grounds.
dude, that is stupid. I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, because I mean, it's worked so well for like 60 years, so why change it now?
Yeah, and we know why they're trying to change it. It's pretty obvious. Stats wise, it was a pretty even game, but possession wise, Marseille actually had more possession. Feyenoord had less possession, but stats wise, it was a pretty even game. And yeah, Marseille seems like they had the better team. And like I said, important, huge win for Feyenoord. They need this win, and we'll see what happens the second leg, man. So let me see the comments. Frankfurt haven't been the UCL for 50 to 60 years. Oh my goodness! Wow. That's incredible. That's very, very incredible. Roger Roinger was a right back. Okay. Interesting. Oh, you're talking about this guy. Okay. What a start for Feyenoord. Yes, I agree with you, Mats.
Mm.
You have Guendouzi's on loan. The next season, going to three Scottish teams in Europe groups next season. Obviously, Celtic, Rangers, but Hurts as well. Yeah. By the way, guys, next at the end of the season, guys, I'm going to try to look at all the top leagues in Europe, and I want to see what's happening, man. Because we've always talked about the top 5 leagues, but we never really discuss about the Scottish league. We never really discuss about the Portuguese league and Eredivisie. So, you know, I want to do like a discussion, like, and maybe not even just Europe, like Asia in particular. Like, I need to pay more attention there. Everything like that, and it will be very interesting. I'll definitely do that towards the end of the season, though, when everything wraps it down. So maybe in June we'll look into that, and yeah, that'll be interesting. Do you agree, T-Tennis?
Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. I think the Ace and Champions League should also be covered as well, in my opinion, because that's
Yeah,
a good
yeah, and yeah,
competition.
I'll try to look at the Champions League as well. Look at all the domestic champions like CONCACAF, AFC, the CONMEBOL as well. It's just so much, man. So I feel like it'll be really good to do in June, and maybe we'll try to look at all leagues. But yeah, man, it'll be crazy interesting live stream. Uh, so Finals goalkeeper is injured. Oh, that's a big blow. He is injured. It doesn't say he's injured here. Interesting. Roinger is a midfielder. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I actually didn't know that. And yeah, so interesting there. So I guess we should move on to the next game. And let's see, man. I still think Marseille will advance, personally speaking.
Hmm.
But it'll be very interesting because, like I said, Marseille, they have to score that goal at home first. Because if Feyenoord score first, man, I could see Feyenoord getting. I don't see Feyenoord losing if Feyenoord score first away from home. That is. So we'll see what happens. So I think we got Leicester Roma. This is the game that I paid most attention to for the games today. And wow, man, Roma, man, they got the early goal from
And
Pellegrini. Zielinski. This guy was fantastic.
yeah,
He's
20 years old and Polish.
Yeah, man, what a goal that was from Pellegrini. And then from that point on, it seemed like Leicester were the better team. I think they were the better team for most of the game. Um,
They seem like good, yeah.
it seemed like, as I said, Mourinho wanted to try to get the draw, and I think Leicester they
Got the
just couldn't
best.
break down Roma's defense. I think Roma's defense was very difficult to break down, and
Yeah.
it's hard to play against teams that play a back five. Play teams like back three center backs, and it's very difficult because when you play three center backs, you're generally pretty defensive. You know, and it's difficult to break down those kind of teams. I think Smalling had a good game. Ibanez. Oh yeah, actually, let me ask you this little off question, a little off tangent. Would you take Smalling back at United?
Nah. No, I wouldn't. I think he's a serious center back. I think he's at his level. He's at a level he should be.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know because I asked you that question because United kind of have a really your center backs have been kind of an issue for you guys. So maybe you could always I know it's not realistic, but I'm just saying is that maybe
I
you could
mean, I
bring.
mean, he would do better. I mean, he would do better than the Maguire if that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, so interesting there, but yeah, and obviously Karsdorp, Mkhitaryan, Cristante, and yeah, and for Roma, as I said, they got a good result. Away from home, getting a draw. As for Leicester, I think Schmeichel for that goal was kind of poor. I think he should have done better for that goal. Fofana, I thought was kind of it wasn't that good in my opinion, but he was okay. I guess he made up for it. And then obviously, I think Harvey Barnes coming off the bench was a huge impact. He actually caused a lot more issues to Leicester, not
Yeah, he
Leicester,
was
sorry,
he was
Roma.
involved in the goal, I believe.
Yeah, and obviously it was his own goal, but I believe the goal, Lookman got the
I'm
final
pretty
touch.
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Barnes passed it to Lookman, and Lookman had a shot, and then they took a deflection. And yeah,
Yeah, I think the deflection. So you know, so I think for Leicester, man, you could see like the quality dip make a difference. So
yeah.
yeah, as I said,
Deflection goals
man,
are frustrating.
yeah, I think it's very very interesting there. So we'll see what happens, man, in the second leg. It's gonna be tough though because I said this game is a tough one to call. It's a tough one to call. But Roma being at home for the second leg does
I'm
give
a,
them a
I'm a bit
huge advantage.
surprised. I'm a bit surprised. Patson Daka didn't come off the bench.
Yeah, I think Jamie Vardy, yeah, he came off and Albrighton. So yeah,
Yeah,
I think for
Nasa came
Leicester,
on.
yeah, they just need some more difference makers. And so yeah, Bidjo missed the first leg. I'm hoping West Ham turn the tie around next leg. My second team in the competition is competition after Porto. Italian teams love playing three at the back. That's true.
Yeah,
Former Wolves goalkeeper and oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Rui
yeah.
Patricio playing for Roma. And the Zanilo turned into Benzema against Bodo to non-existent. Yeah, Zanilo didn't really do much in this game. I kind of expected more from him. So yeah, as for Roma, man, it'll be interesting. I don't know, man. It's difficult to call for this one. My original prediction was Leicester, but dude, it's difficult to call. I can see the second leg going to penalties, guys, because like I said, I think both these
It
teams.
could, because Mourinho is very experienced at cup competitions. He knows how to get. He knows how to get wins.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in the second leg and everything like that. So yeah, I guess I'll back Leicester because that was my original prediction, but I don't know, man. It could go either way. So I guess we should discuss about the other games briefly. I'm gonna give you so let's discuss United Chelsea real quick. So you can give your thoughts on that one real quickly.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's a decent point for United. I think because Chelsea were a dominant team throughout the game, but they had to make some great saves. But I think I'll take the points. Chelsea are a pretty good team. I think they're a most difficult game now. For they were out of our last 5 games or 4 games. Yeah, out of our last 4 games, they were our most difficult fixture. So yeah, I'll take the draw. Champions League football is probably dead now for us, but Europa League football is possible for fifth place. I think that's possible. So yeah, I think Ronaldo did well to get a goal. He was like in my opinion, Ronaldo was man of the match. His holder play was good, and he got a goal. And yeah, so yeah, I think it's a good result to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously you can check out his channel where we went a bit more in depth. Here is just a brief reaction, just discuss briefly. So, and then we had the CONCACAF Champions League final, which was crazy yesterday. I mean, like so
What the
many
hell
penalties.
happened though, bro? Who puts 9 minutes of stoppage time in a final?
Yeah, it's not even just that, man. You had three penalties in a game. That's like incredible. That's crazy. I tried to watch some of this game. I was a bit busy during that time, so I couldn't really watch. But yeah, man. obviously I'm hoping Seattle Sounders win it, man, because I'm tired of Mexican teams winning it, man.
Yeah, I mean, last time. Yeah.
Yeah. So as for Pumas, man, they could probably feel hard done by, but yeah, for Seattle Sounders, man, this is a huge. And now, if there's opportunity for MLS team to win it, they'd be this year, man. They're playing the second leg at home, so they should theoretically have the advantage. And obviously,
So weird to
uh,
find
yeah, and
appearance.
also, yeah, no away goals, which is kind of annoying, which is kind of really weird. And we'll see what happens the second leg, and I'm hoping the Seattle Sounders win it, man. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for today. Like I said, we could go on and on, but like I said, actually before we head off real quick, let me ask you, Teton, ask a real quick question. Which team you think is gonna win the what is it called, the Serie A?
I think of the AC Milan because right now they have a 2 point advantage over Inter Milan, and I'm just trying to let me just look at AC Milan's fixtures. Okay. So I'll first look at Inter actually. So right now, AC Milan have a 2 point advantage against Inter. At Inter, their last games are against Udinese, Empoli, Cagliari, and Sampdoria. So they should theoretically win all of those games. But if I look at AC Milan. I mean, their last games as well are against Fiorentina, AS Verona, Atlanta, and Sassuolo. So I would say AC Milan have the more difficult fixtures, but I still think they'll win it. If they just win their last 4 games, they'll win Serie A. So yeah, I think AC Milan will win it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm hoping for Milan. Nothing against Inter. I don't have anything against you guys, but I want to see different teams win it, man. Tired of seeing the same things again and again.
Also, how
And I
long it's been like it's been so long, hasn't it, since Zlatan,
yeah, dude.
since Zlatan has like won a major trophy.
And it'd be such a poetic ending because I feel like Zlatan is just waiting for like a significant trophy, and then he'll probably call it quits. I believe, in my opinion. So I feel like he wants to win. Like it'd be such a good ending. Like win Syria and then retire. It'd be such a poetic ending. So it'd be a good fitting. And I think Zlatan's gonna retire in like in a few seasons from now. So yeah. And yeah, as I said, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go with. I still think Inter's gonna win because they have the easier games, and I feel like Milan. I just don't really trust them, man, and those kind of big games like that. But we know Inter's been kind of slipping recently, so who knows, man. This one could go either way. It's fair to say that Milan team's gonna win it. The Napoli Juventus is too far off, 5 to 6 points, and it's just not feasible in my opinion. But imagine if I imagine if Juventus wins this, man. If Juventus wins this league, I'm sorry, that looks really bad. You cannot allow that to happen. You just can't.
Cannot. I think they have more. I think they have more chance of finishing fifth than finishing first. To be honest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Juve are pretty much clear top four. Like top four, they're pretty
Yeah.
much in a good position. Like they're like I think 5 to 6 points clear. Last time I checked, they're in a great position for top four. So it's hard for me to imagine them screwing things up. And Atalanta, man, they've been disappointing. They're right now eighth in the table, which is kind of sad for me. And that I can't believe they've fallen this low, man. You know. But maybe this is off season for them. Maybe next season with them not being in
Yeah,
Europe.
but maybe they can still salvage something from the season if they beat Milan.
Yeah, definitely no. Definitely. It's been a kind of a low season. I think the players they got rid of the last summer, I think really hurt them. Letting go of who's that
Papu
guy's name?
Gomez,
Papa Gomez,
Angolini,
Golini, Romero.
Romero.
Yeah, I think those players like letting
They
them
pretty much
go.
they let the best players go.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad. And I think maybe if they kept those players, they would have been in a great position. But maybe as I said, maybe they just have an off season. Some teams have an off season. I remember Chelsea won the league, and then the next season I think they finished 10th. So it's
Oh
really
yes.
weird.
Oh yeah. I think they were 15th in Christmas.
Oh man, that's just sad. So maybe an off season can help. And we've seen how good Arsenal been this season without Champions League or European football this season. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much about it for today. As I said, we'll discuss further more on the weekend. Big games coming up there, and yeah, it should be interesting. So thank you for coming on, teaching us. I know it's pretty late for you.
No problem, man.
Yeah, and obviously, I would love to get you on for today, but unfortunately, you guys know I have a pretty busy life, and exams are coming up, and I gotta start doing those kind of projects and stuff like that. So, don't worry, guys. Next week, for the streams, I'll be able to do a full hour on. It's just this week I'm a bit busier than usual, so hope you guys don't mind that. And yeah, man. So as I said, if you're watching the replay, comment down below your thoughts. Subscribe if you're not here. Like this video if you did enjoy. We're getting very close to 750 subscribers, guys. Very close indeed. I think we're at 746. So if we could get to 750 by May, that'd be fantastic. And obviously, remember, guys, once we hit 750 subscribers, guys, we'll do another special Europa League tournament on here, guys, on YouTube. So should be very exciting indeed. So yeah, I hope you guys take part in that. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for today. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you all later. Peace out, guys.